Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's first video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next week, 10 days for Europe for today's first video. So we're doing our European outlook as always on a Thursday. We have a look in some detail at what weather is going to do for next week, 10 days across Europe. These videos are YouTube exclusives. They're not embedded to GavsWeatherVids.com. So if you want to see these videos and know when we release them, then you will need to subscribe to GavsWeatherVids' YouTube channel. Click all notifications and then you'll be notified by YouTube when we release these videos. Got a very busy day coming up today. So we've got a 10 to 14 day update coming up. We've penciled it in. We've got penciled in another Christmas update. And I am going to try and do a live stream for Snow Watch at around 6 o'clock this evening. So if you're around the channel around 6, then I think we'll have a little impromptu live stream looking at the chance of some snow over the next few hours. So more about that a little bit later on. So I'm going to try and rattle through this European outlook quite quickly. This type of situation is looking today then across Europe. So we've got generally mild southerly winds pushing up the eastern side of Europe and cold northerly winds digging into the western side of Europe with this deep area of low pressure. That's how the upper air temperatures are looking. So relatively mild upper air temperatures with both southerly winds in the east and southeast of Europe. Colder though as we come further northwards and westwards down across Spain and Portugal. The temperature or the upper air temperatures there are relatively mild. Precipitation today shows that we've got heavy showers and thunderstorms down here in the southeastern part of the Mediterranean. Both central west parts of the Med are mainly dry. Further northwards, got heavy rain and some snow as we come further northwards through France into the UK and then on up towards Scandinavia. So the further north you go, the greater risk that this precipitation turns to snow as those cold winds dig in from the north. In between, there is a swathe of dry weather from Spain and Portugal right way up to western parts of Russia. It's pretty cold across many areas today, so even in the east where we've got those southerly winds, actually it is quite chilly. The southeastern corner, like the Balkans, probably a little bit above average there, but I mean it's cold times of year at the best of times for inland parts of Europe. But going further northwards, it does actually get very cold across northeastern parts of Europe and back into Scandinavia, and then quite cold as we come further westwards in towards UK and Ireland, and then down to Spain, even into Germany. The surface temperatures are looking quite cold today. Situation tomorrow then, so low pressure again is centred right over top of the UK, so this western and northwestern part of Europe looks cold and unsettled with low pressure and cold northerly winds digging in around the northern and western side of the low pressure. Further eastwards again, we're drawing up those mild or milder southerly winds across the eastern part of Europe. There's the upper air temperatures for tomorrow, showing that it is relatively mild over on the eastern side of Europe from an upper air temperature perspective anyway. Out in the north and west, it is colder there through Scandinavia and down into Ireland, the UK, down to France. I'm not talking about big freeze-up type conditions, but it is pretty cold in the north and west and milder over on the east and southeast side of Europe. So from Scandinavia through the UK down into Ireland and then through to Spain, Portugal and France, we've got heavy rain, heavy outbreaks of rain and snow as well. The further north you go, the more likely you are to encounter heavy snow, and even into the UK and maybe even into parts of Ireland where there might be a little bit of snow around through the course of tomorrow. Many sort of central eastern parts of Europe are looking drier. Coming down to the southeast part of there, and we've got some heavy showers and thunderstorms there, and big showers and storms kicking off around Italy. Big dump of snow looks likely there across the Italian and French Alps. Temperatures tomorrow looking generally quite cold across many parts of particularly northern and northeastern Europe, so bitterly cold up there. Further westwards, pretty chilly temperatures even as you come into the west of Europe, so the UK, Ireland, France, Spain, Portugal, generally looking quite chilly through the course of tomorrow. The mildest temperatures through the central part of the Med and in the southeastern part of the Med as well. That is Saturday, so low pressure continues to keep it unsettled across western parts of Europe. On the east side of Europe, we still continue to draw up more of a southerly influence. Upper air temperatures show an east-west split, so cooler upper air temperatures in the west, milder upper air temperatures in the east. Many sort of east and northeast parts of Europe are looking mainly dry. We've got heavy snow, likely for central parts of Scandinavia back into Norway. Coming down into UK, but will be further showers. Some of them might be wintry as well, and over towards Ireland too. through the course of France and through France down into northern parts of Spain, have got outbreaks of rain, maybe with snow over the Pyrenees moving in from off the Atlantic and the Bay of Biscay. Temperatures on, but sorry about that, further eastward zone, a lot of dry weather in the central part of the Mediterranean. There will be lots of heavy showers. Temperatures on Saturday look like that, so pretty chilly through most parts of Europe. Let's rattle through this quickly then, the rest of it. So this is Sunday. Low pressure continues to keep it unsettled across central west parts of Europe. The driest weather looks like it's up in the east and the northeastern part. Again, the east-west bit goes on with the upper air temperatures on Sunday. So showers, longer spells of rain. Some of them could be wintry out in the western part of Europe. Really wet weather here as we come down the Adriatic and over towards the Balkans, for example. There could be some very heavy rain and or snow mixed in up there. The northeastern part of Europe, though, does look reasonably dry. Temperatures on Sunday are cold across Scandinavia and sort of the far northeast of Europe. A little bit milder through this eastern part of Europe, and it gets quite cold again as we come through Germany, back through the Low Countries into France, and back towards the UK and Ireland, and also down to Spain and Portugal, looking pretty chilly through there. Monday still looks unsettled in the northwest Europe and quite cold. Some of this more unsettled weather and cold weather looks like it's digging further eastwards and southeastwards as well. There's the upper air temperature, so they look relatively mild across northern and eastern parts of Europe, but I think that the colder air from the northwest of the Atlantic is sort of digging through some of those central parts of Europe. The Mediterranean looking generally quite mild once again. Most eastern parts of Europe look mainly dry as we go through into Monday, but will be further heavy showers, longer spells of rain. Some sleet or snow could be mixed in further westwards. Very big showers and thunderstorms through the central bowl of the Mediterranean, pushing over to the southeastern corner of the Med, Spain and Portugal. Looks mainly dry. Temperatures on Monday are going to be quite cold in the north and in the northeast, and also in the west. Here is an area of milder upper air temperature, though, around the Balkans through towards the Black Sea. That's Tuesday. So on Tuesday, low pressure again continues to dominate weather across many western parts of Europe. The far northeast of Europe is dominated by high pressure, though, going back into western parts of Russia. Upper air temperatures are cooling down in the east and just looking generally quite cool through most parts of Europe as we go through into Tuesday. Although, having said that, not particularly desperately cold, you know. So cooling down in the east of Europe, but nothing overly dramatic. There are going to be showers and longer spells of rain breaking out across many parts of Europe on Tuesday. There could be some snow mixed in, especially in more northern parts of Europe. Temperatures look like that, so coldest in the north and in the northeast. Coming back to the west, it is pretty chilly with those temperatures again as well. Down in the Mediterranean, that's where we have the mildest temperatures. Wednesday is going to be seeing low pressure trying to start moving back in from off the Atlantic and returning northwest Europe to more of a typical westerly wind, perhaps. Upper air temperatures looking really quite chilly through most parts of Europe, so quite cool, but again, not particularly cold. We're not talking about a great depth of cold there, just a bit of a cool down where it has been relatively mild with those upper air temperatures. Things are generally going a little bit drier on Wednesday, although through Italy and the central part of America, we have got big showers and thunderstorms down there, but generally a lot of the rain and sleet and snow is easing off as we go into the middle part of the week, but another batch of wet weather is starting to move in from the Atlantic towards Ireland, the UK, and possibly some parts of France. The temperature, so that's wrong, I'm going to move that over to 159. Those are morning temperatures. So afternoon temperatures on Wednesday look pretty cold again for most parts of Europe on the surface. This is like low level continental cold temperatures. So northern and eastern northeast parts of Europe, definite cool down has gone on in the east of Europe there by the middle of the week. Northeast of Europe looks cold. Leading out into west, generally the surface temperatures are looking quite chilly. And then we move on into Thursday, and this low pressure is trying to come in from off the Atlantic, but it's coming up against an area of high pressure that's reaching from like western Russia towards Scandinavia. So this weather front is sort of coming, or this low pressure come to a bit of a standstill out in the west, and it is struggling to progress eastwards. We've got a pizza slice of milder air running up the western side of Europe now on Thursday, so it does become milder later next week in the west of Europe. It begins to get a little bit colder though, with those upper air temperatures across parts of Scandinavia. Most parts of the Mediterranean again looking relatively mild with the upper air temperatures. Heavy rain coming to a halt and standstill across Ireland, the UK, down into France, Spain and Portugal. Outbreaks of persistent and heavy rain there. Heavy showers or long spells, rain, thunderstorms in the southeast and Med. Otherwise, like from eastern France back to western Russia, there's a lot of dry weather. There could be some snow across Scandinavia and northeastern parts of Europe though. Temperatures getting colder by Thursday across northern and northeastern Europe, so becoming bitterly cold actually from many parts of Scandinavia and back into northeast Europe around the Baltic Sea areas and back to west of Russia. So the cold looks like it's intensifying there by the time we get through to Thursday. Pretty chilly across other parts of Europe, although it will be turning milder in the west, but we do have those outbreaks of rain. As they come into the cold air, some of them might start turning to snow on their leading edge. That'd be more particularly like for the Low Countries and France if that wet weather gets that far eastwards. And I'm just running on today 10, so that's Friday. So again, this battle is going on between high pressure from Scandinavia back to west parts of Russia. That's the Siberian high, of course. So that's trying to stand its ground against these areas of low pressure that are coming in from the Atlantic, or trying to, and really struggling. That's how it looked as we get to day 10, or just beyond day 10. No, I think that is day 10, certainly the 13th of December. And the battle is still going on, really. So we still have the Siberian high reaching from western Russia into Scandinavia. We've still got these areas of low pressure coming up against the Siberian high, trying to return Europe to like a westerly setup. And that's probably still bringing a lot of heavy rain across western parts of Europe in particular, while further northwards and eastwards it's probably dry but cold. Right, that's it then for European Outlook. If you enjoyed the video, please click like. Let us know in the comments what you think. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to be back with our regular 10 to 14 day update, including all of the usual features. And we're going to try and get in a Christmas update tonight, and also a live stream for Snowwatch from 6 o'clock. So a lot going on the channel today, and I shall keep you informed about how it's all progressing, but the next video release will be our 10 to 14 day for all of the usual features. Come back for that then. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.